Hi, welcome back to the Outdoorsman channel. Hi, as in the opening intro, welcome back to my Outdoorsman channel. I haven't made a video and posted on here in probably 7 years, and it just boggles my mind how there's, I think it was 560 or 650 subscribers still on my channel since I haven't put out a video in so long. I can't imagine why you're still looking at my stuff, but anyway, this channel I made quite a while ago, way at the beginning. I've got some videos, some drone videos of Costa Rica when we was there. I took my drone down, and I also have some, I'm trying to think what all's back there, some cups that I made, and maybe some camping, but the bulk of what I have done is I converted a Sprinter van into a camper for my daughter and son-in-law, and it took me about 7-8 months to do it, and I was down in South Florida then, and when I finished it, my sister and we drove it from down there, and I took it out to Oregon and gave it to my daughter and son-in-law. And that was in 2018, and I just heard from her last weekend, I think it was, and they was going from Oregon up to Seattle and stuff, and still using the van, which it was an '02, I believe, and so that it's an antique and it's still doing good. They've done a couple things to it, but it's still doing good, so I'm glad they're still using it. With this channel now, like I say, I'm going to try and I have hours and hours and hours of video that I've done on my truck, and not so much on the camper. The camper's pretty much stock, but I've done a few things to it. But I've got all kinds of video on this stuff for the last couple years. I don't know, I'm kind of picky on how I did it, and I wanted the truck done right, and I wanted everything done right before I started posting it. And then on top of that, having computer problems, but I'm still having computer problems. My laptop's a relic, and I need to get me a new one. So, and you know how that old guy syndrome goes with this tech stuff. I don't know if I can even halfway figure out the editing program anymore. So it's always something. But like I say, I'm going to try and start this back up. I'm probably it's still going to be the outdoor channel, but it's probably, if we take the camper out or go do stuff, it'll be Outdoorsman Adventures. And if like a lot of that stuff I've done on the truck, and I'll name it Outdoorsman Adventures, but have a caption under it that says "in the shop." So that's the stuff that I've done, and it could be anything from working on my truck to metal work I do in there to my barbecue, and I like to barbecue. So it could be a little bit of anything. But the adventures part will be, I'll try to do as much as I can. I haven't used the camper hardly at all, and it's killing me, and I need to really get it out and start using it. 3 years ago, we moved from South Florida, from Fort Lauderdale, up to north central Florida. We're outside the Ocala area. And the first year from moving and stuff, but didn't get a lot and didn't go nowhere. We normally, the year after, a couple years ago, we went up in the Panhandle, stayed at some state parks and stuff like that, which was pretty nice. But really haven't done nothing. It's killing me. I need to go somewhere. Luckily, I have a with the house we bought, has a 30 by 60 shop that I kind of dubbed my toy box. My wife Gail, and you'll probably see her in the videos, and our dog Cody, our Cocker Spaniel, and maybe even occasionally my sister Kathy will be in the videos with me. So I'll post them as long as I go. But you'll see the camper sits inside the toy box, and Gail's boat's got a flats boat that we have from South Florida. It's in there. My kayak's in there. The camper stays in there. You know, my metalworking tools, my Mahindra tractor, small John Deere mower. It's a toy box. So, but it's nice that I have this because the camper doesn't sit in the weather. It's been out of the weather for 3 years. So, but it's time to get back into the weather and using it. So I'm going to try and post stuff on this, the stuff that I have. Like I said, I've got hours worth, and I'm going to try and do that. So little background. This is my third truck camper. My first one I had back in 2012, I think it was, or 13. Back then I had a Ford Raptor, which isn't made to carry any weight. And I wanted a camper for it, so actually I found a Palomino 550 backpack, which was tiny little camper, no bathroom, nothing like that in it, but it was a little pop-up, and I ended up driving from South Florida to Iowa to pick that up. Got a good deal on it online, and I used that for a couple years and wanted something bigger, but the truck wouldn't handle it. It broke my heart, but I traded in my race truck for an F-250, and I bought a Camp Light by Living Light, I think it is. But it was dubbed as being all aluminum and composite, no rot, which to me was great. And I ended up keeping it for probably about 3 years also. And I mean, the thing, I don't know who engineered it. It was awful. Whoever thought, never stayed in a truck camper before. I redid a bunch of stuff, and I got a video on that, a couple probably, and things I did to it. And so eventually we stayed at, my sister was with us. We went for Thanksgiving 1 year to Sebastian Inlet, which is the east coast of Florida. And with the three of us, I mean, the table folded down, but it wasn't even hardly big enough for my sister to sleep on, and she's not real big, but, and I thought, this ain't gonna work. If I want to go somewhere for a while, I need something bigger. So I researched for a long time, probably 8 months, on campers. And, you know, you come up with I wanted a big one. So, and what's out there, you know, you got your Lances, your Hosts, Bigfoot, you know, stuff like that. And after looking at a lot of them, actually the Host and the Bigfoot, on some of them they had like triple slides. I didn't care for them because there was an island in the middle, and then you was walking around the island to go to get the refrigerator or back and forth, and I just didn't care for that, and they're extremely heavy. The Lance I was kind of looking at, and I happened to see a lot of some videos on YouTube about a guy that was up in Canada with an Arctic Fox, and I never heard of an Arctic Fox. And he went on, he had a little bit smaller than what I've got, but he went on about it. So I started really researching it. And to me, what I found was the Facebook pages seem to be more truthful than anything. If people have a problem, they'll let you know about it on the Facebook pages. And it seemed like it was habitual problems with the Lances. A lot of just stupid stuff, a lot of rot, and granted that Lance has been out a long time, more than Arctic Fox, but after looking up the Arctic Foxes, there was very few. Everybody was happy with them, and so I really researched it, and I ended up with the Arctic Fox 1150. It's got the single slide on it and a lot of room in it. I'm extremely happy with it, and ended up to where it ended, it's brand new for 21. I was looking at the 1172 Lance or the 1062, I think it was. But ultimately, the Arctic Fox was $25,000 cheaper than the Lance was. And I thought, geez, with a lot less problems and it's cheaper. So I drove from South Florida to North Carolina to pick that up. And I knew from researching they are heavy. And everybody, they say you can put them on a 350 or 3500 dually, 1 ton. But from everything I found, they were grossly overloaded. I mean, not like a few hundred pounds. There was 3,000–4,000 pounds, some of them. And then they're putting airbags, and I thought that was dumb. Why would you do that? So I realized that I needed something heavier, and I found this 2019 F450. It was a cabin chassis with a flatbed on it. The truck was used. I got it, and it was, I don't know, probably 14 to 16 months old. It was from Enterprise Leasing. It had 28,000 miles on it. It was still under warranty. GVW on it, 16.5. So it fit everything I needed. Already had the flatbed, so it worked, and I got an outstanding deal on it. I mean, outstanding deal. Probably 15,000 under what it should have been sold for. So I would put them two together and did a lot of modifications along the way, and I'm ready to hit the road. I'm more than ready to hit the road. So I'll put pictures up of my Raptor with the Palomino and my F250 with the camp light. And you'll be seeing a lot of my F450 and my my Arctic Fox here. So, like I say, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to try and figure out this editing stuff again and see how it comes out. And I don't know how often I'm going to put stuff up. Like I say, I'd like to travel a lot more. Right now it's middle of July, north central Florida, and it's hot. I'm sweating. But other than that, there's also a touch of a sprinkle shower going on here. Sun shower, I guess you could call it. It's just now started. So I probably need to put this away, and I'm going to post as much as I can. Like I say, I have hours and hours and hours of footage to post, and I want to do that and get it out there. For some people it might help, some people maybe not. Some people might say I'm crazy. I don't know. I mean, I look at stuff and try to figure out what I can do. You'll see I'll make a lot of stuff, metalwork. I'm not a welder, absolutely not a welder. I'm not a fabricator. In my mind, I know what I want, and I figure a way to do it. So I'll do a walk around of the truck separately, and then the camper, I've only changed a few things in it. I mean, solar package, things like that. But other than that, it's kind of stock, and I'll put something like that on, and then I'll start trying, as I edit the videos and stuff, I'll try to get out there what I can. But let me get out of this this little sprinkle here, and I'll get this up. And again, for all them people that are still subscribed, I can't imagine why, but hopefully you've seen something way back when that interests you. So I don't know, but we'll try it again. So we'll talk to you later, and I'll do my best to get as many videos up as I can. If you have any questions, I try to answer everything I can, and we'll go from there and see how it works. Again, thanks for watching.